Well, we got a Cyberpunk gameplay reveal today, which I've got to admit was a little bit of a letdown as we've seen much of that footage before, but it was still another teaser that kept everyone frothing at the mouth for Cyberpunk 2077. And let me tell you something, all right? I've made what I consider some legitimate and fair critiques of the game. And you fanboys are all... Okay, see you later. Go for a swim. Yeah. That's a good puppers. There you go. There's your ramp. Find it. Find it. There you go. Perfect. And I mean, I can't criticize anything. And I've been a raging supporter of full from 6 to 12 for Cyberpunk 2077. And I dare to say, well, the enemies look a little bullet spongy. And one of the fans literally came to me and said, well, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, get some, Pooperino. Hey. Hey, you aren't going swimming, you nutballs. Yeah? Ducky. Yeah. I'll let you out in a little bit. I gotta watch your brother. Hey, good boy. What's that? There you go. And ever since that video got posted to the Cyberpunk 2077 Reddit, my Twitter mentions have been full of people either willfully misunderstanding my criticisms of the game or simply taking the synopsis of another big-brained individual. Let me tell you something. This is basically what my mentions are turning into. Well, it sounds like my cats might be talking about Cyberpunk in here. Wait, I hear them. Are you guys arguing about Cyberpunk? You know, you could just play the game, and you could just not play the game, and life will go on. But whoa! See, take it easy. Oh, whoa! Look, you can be whatever gender you want to be, Trixie. I'm not going to stop you. You can live in whatever world you want to live in. That's a video game, Colty. And if you want to be a boy, you can be a boy too. And the same people screeching in my mentions won't watch this video long enough or pick up on the subtlety of it all, how I'm trying to poke fun at both sides. They're just going to dislike the video and leave because that's what toxic fans do. And working on some new overhead lighting. These all telescope out, down, and any direction. I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. I've got 2 more to put up. And then I'll be able to mount all these cables to the ceiling and run it all clean so there's nothing to trip up on. You know, many of you complain about my cable management. That's all handled, well within reason. Same here too. Do you get it now? Do you get the joke? Do you get that I'm trying to say I don't care, I've never cared, and everyone's reaction is so far over the top that it's hilarious to me? Look, Cyberpunk 2077 made a statement. I read that statement. That video went to Reddit where a giant game of moronic telephone happened, and apparently I'm boycotting the game now. There's plenty to criticize in Cyberpunk 2077 already, but like I actually said in the video, I don't care about the gender thing. To me, it's either clear pandering or it's a good marketing move, but at no point was it tied to lore like thousands of people seem to think it was. Or no point was it put in there to own me either. And another foster kitty, Kimber. Yeah, are you mad? Oh, look at that. She stormed out. What about you, Annie? Are you mad about Cyberpunk? All right, did you get enough shtick at that point? Did I beat the joke into the ground? Is it over? Is the great genderless cyberpunk drama of 2019 over? Can we all move on now and go back to how awesome the game does look? Look, there is a lot of danger in this level of blind support. I'm not saying everybody who has genuine critiques of the things that I said are bad, but I'm also saying I received a ton of feedback, including several very long, very angry emails about statements that I never made in either one of my first 2 emails. And this is a result of toxic fandom. Just kidding. No, I don't use that terminology to describe fans. Look, there's real danger in letting your hype blind you to things that might be worth criticism. Removing the gender options in the character customization screen, which we saw confirmed today, it's not a big deal. It's not going to affect whether or not the game is good. Will some people choose not to buy it over this? Yes. Will some people choose to buy it because of it? Probably. I bet I know which group is larger, but that's irrelevant. That's CD Projekt Red's choice, whether they are pandering or they are genuinely trying to embrace the cyberpunk world. We don't know. We have a general statement. We have gameplay that looks decent right now. There are some issues I've seen with the way that the characters appear to be bullet sponges, but I think it's important that no matter how hyped you are for any game, I'm not saying you have to feel bad about it or that you have to critique things for critique's sake, but this is probably the first time that I ran up against a fandom that I don't understand it. I don't understand why people are so bent out of shape about this. Like, I genuinely don't. I read a quote from the company, and people are losing their minds. And it's pointless. The idea that people are telling me that, oh, the enemies look kind of bullet spongy. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. You're part of the problem. When you're this much of a super fan, remember, no king rules forever. And if you are just going to sit down on your knees and just gobble up whatever they put in front of your mouth, you're not helping video games. Just because CD Projekt Red made Witcher 3 and you loved it, doesn't mean Cyberpunk 2077 is incapable of being criticized. It doesn't mean that you should blindly hype over everything and anything along with the game. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with being excited for a game. I hope you are excited, legitimately. It's rare when a game is this anticipated, as I've mentioned in almost all my videos. But this has been an interesting week for me. I know I have a lot of videos out this week that were kind of spicy. I mean, I've talked about Zoe Quinn, so you know that rattled up some hornets. And then I dared to read a statement on Twitter about, read CD Projekt Red's statement. I even posted a picture. I dared to post a picture of a screenshot of the gender selection screen, and my mentions filled up immediately with people super salty. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I said nothing, right? You can see very clearly there is no M or F selector. And I will say again, for those of you that are slow, not my subscribers, but you get what I'm saying. I don't care, all right? Who cares? Ultimately, the game itself has to be good. This is a nothing thing. This is the way all games are going to be going forward, especially large AAA companies, because they want to avoid any controversy. Now, it's fine to disagree with me, obviously, but to call me like the bad guys from WW2 and all sorts of phobe words, yes, if you follow me on Twitter, people have been saying that about me simply because I dared to question why they would do this. Even in the original video, I said, why not just have MF and like NA? Wouldn't that just solve everything? That's like the spiciest my feedback got. But again, just be careful about being overly hyped for every little thing, because companies end up getting a little lazy and then they work a little less hard. Yes, we all worship at the altar of CD Projekt Red. I'm loving Witcher 3, even though I'm coming into it super late, and I don't see any problem with this. But holy moly, people are freaking out. Most of the say like, I love you, but this is stupid. What? I didn't say anything. I just posted the screen. Be like, we know what you meant. Okay. And by the way, this does seem to fly in the face of people are trying to say, well, Cyberpunk said strict male and female options are still there. Nothing was removed. Well, that actually isn't true. I mean, it's a body type. I know it's semantics, but which one is it, CD Projekt Red? I mean, obviously, yes, I can look at this as a girl. This is a boy. Okay, fine. Who cares? But let's relax. I'm excited for the game too. I'm going to play it at launch in April. I'm going to buy it from GOG.com probably to make sure if I buy the game, will ensure that they receive the most amount of profit possible. I'm going to support CD Projekt Red, but let's just pump the brakes a little bit on the blind support because nobody wins with that. That's all I'm trying to say. I love you super fans of CD Projekt Red. I love you super fans of Cyberpunk 2077. I'm only covering what I see. I'm only covering the news. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hey, if you're still hanging out, there's a subscribe button right on the screen right now. Make sure to click that, turn notifications on. And if you want to see the next video, that should also be hovering around the screen. Thanks so much for watching this and for supporting the channel. What are you waiting for? Subscribe and, you know, turn on notifications and like the video.